Hello, folks. When it feels right, you go live. I was going to upload a video, but then it just requires too much time. I wanted to talk about this last week, but what happened today twice, I said now's the time. Things happen when they're meant to happen. I'm going to share a story. Oh, Bitcoin's back up to 33,000. I have a feeling Bitcoin is going to be the future Netscape. Just my opinion. Guys, there is nothing wrong with working for someone else. I took some notes because I don't want to forget. I don't want to babble. I was raised, to work hard, save my money, gain a little interest on it, work, work, work to make ends meet. No one ever told me to invest. Save. See if you can get a higher interest rate. I never had someone tell me to study the stock market or reinvest my money to gain more capital gain so I wouldn't have to work for every single friggin' dime. The kind of money I earned living on interest, big friggin' deal. That's nothing. It's like rubbing coins together. In the second half of my 30s, I saw the internet as an opportunity. That's a business I decided to create for myself in the background. I am still giving my time for money. However, my life continues to get easier because I created my own business. No matter what your business, you could be a hairdresser, esthetician, dentist, accountant, lawyer. I just saw my knee doctor. He's a chiropractor, um, makeup artist, wedding planner, construction person, landscaping, cleaning business, whatever the industry. If you can create your own business, even if it's just part-time, that's a step in the right direction. Even though you're still giving your time, financial worries you shouldn't have to struggle as much as you did when you worked for modest pay, just simply working for someone else. If you're lucky, I know some professions earn a lot more money for their services. I get it. They put years of school into it, training, education. You work on people, you're earning good money. And if you have your part-time business, and I know plenty of doctors who they give to the less fortunate, but they also have their own business 4 or 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Two people today. Now, I'll share the one I just experienced. I went someplace and she was taking care of me. And she said, "Nice to see you. It's been a couple of weeks." She said, "How you doing, Michelle? Are you struggling like all of us? Are you just making ends meet like we all are?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing a little better than that. It's going pretty good." And she didn't know how to reply to that. And then I could tell she seemed a little bit money worries on the brain. You know what I mean? Money worries. I know that. I used to be that. This is a woman that I told 3 friggin' months ago, reach out to me, gave her my email. I'll give you my information for free. She still has not reached out. Now, yes, I built an online business. I'm still working on it, but every time I develop a new webpage, every time I produce quality content and I expand, I have 2 websites. Each website, it's getting organically indexed into the search engines, which over time, and it already is happening, earning me income, whether I work or not. Work I did yesterday is earning me money today. Maybe it's on a much smaller scale, but it's working. I could tell she was struggling, and I wasn't going to go, yeah, because I don't feel that way anymore. Yeah, I still work, but I don't struggle the way I used to. And thank goodness, because I gained a financial education, because I got smarter. I still give my time for money, but I also have a business earning me money. And I also taught myself how to invest. And that saved me last year. And I was able to afford things that I wouldn't have afforded if I didn't invest wisely. It's just a fact. I know I speak to many independent contractors who give their time for money, but you should be working on something, anything that produces, like the Get Upside app. Say you have a few apps that you use and they allow you to earn income from people that you recruit to use the app over time, like the Get Upside app. Anybody that uses it, every day I earn a little bit of money. Like today, I earned $1.04. I saw in the email pop up. I know that sounds silly, but if you have dozens of little streams of income like that working for you in the background, I worked for free to get those direct referrals and indirect referrals, but they're earning me money every day and other apps that I use. Some people join the apps, they work, I generate a little income. I don't have to physically work for every dime. I got small streams of income working in the background for me, in addition to teaching myself how to invest in the stock market. I know how to save. I know how to work really hard and work day and night, put the money away, gain a little bit of interest and save, but you don't get ahead that way. And your life doesn't get easier as it goes on. You're going to work. When you hit 50, you're going to still be working like you're 30. You know what I mean? You don't want that. Do something that produces income in the background for you, whether you have people working for you or not. You might want to build that kind of business. Like I always worked for people. Well, in the news, because now they're putting it out there, they want people to get off unemployment. There are people that lived on such little money, receiving $300-400 a week is a fine with them because they lay around, they do their thing. The places that are in desperate need of this, there are help wanted signs all over the place. All the places I'm picking up at. I'm using these third-party apps, Grubhub and Uber Eats. I'm delivering products, food. 90% of them have help wanted signs on the walls. Not many people want to do that job. Not many people want to do that job unless it's their own business. Because they're the smart ones, they're the bosses. They work, they're around, but they have staff. That staff keeps their business afloat. These places are struggling. They don't have the help. I don't want to do what I did 30 years ago. I was in the food industry for years. And it wasn't that long ago I was still in the food industry. And thank God, I thank my lucky stars. In the background, I developed different kind of skills because it doesn't float my boat. I'm still working, but I'm also working. And every time I produce product, it's going to earn me income for decades. At least I see the next couple of decades. It's going to be earning me money. I say until the day I die. I just feel this is the right place, the right time. Technology is evolving. Everything's changing. Crypto's coming into play. Digital payments, apps. The world is changing rapidly. This was an opportunity to jump in. So, and she was the second one today that said that to me, almost in the same exact way. And I was like, no, I'm not struggling the way I used to struggle. The first one I said that to. And she just looked at me. I said, well, I told you, reach out to me. I'll give you the information. Because I've been a client, so they've serviced me. I paid for a service at a place, and they're working for the people that I'm paying for the service, and I like them. They have yet to reach out. And I'm giving you free information that, it's valuable information. It's information that took me a long time to research, and everything I invest in, I do. So nobody ever told me to invest in a wiser way. Thank God I caught on in the nick of time. And I have produced product, and I'm producing many more products that generate me income in the background. I said, start your own business, create streams of income, make your money work for you smarter than just interest in a savings account. People who live off of interest in savings accounts, that means they have a tremendous amount of money. I would think so. I can't imagine living off of your interest. Oh, and by the way, if you're working your tail off for pensions and your 401k and your Social Security, if the economy was closed down the way it was and they let people struggle to have less, do you think nobody could take that money and all that investing away from you? Think about that. You think that's going to be there 20, 30, 40 years from now? Do you want to work your ass off when you're 70 for someone else because you have to, not because you want to? I know a lot of 70-year-olds, they work part-time. 70-year-olds in today's day are like healthy 63-year-olds. Things have changed. Don't make your life harder. A decade, 2 decades go by real quick, and you make somebody else a very wealthy person while you work for nothing else in the background, and you earn them a lot of money to live a comfortable life that you want to live. So I said that, earning interest, nope, can't live off that unless you got a lot of money in the bank. You got to have your money working for you. I know, like right now, I have some of my crypto on my cold wallet, but I'm doing research and teaching myself how am I going to invest that crypto that I got lucky buying 5 for $1, just as an example. That I already know, like I want to invest it, that I don't have to pay on the capital gains 5 years from now, 7 years from now. I'm almost there, putting most of it away. I'm going to keep a handful of little bags for myself to mess around with. Cash out, make my life a little easier, just like with the stock market. But I'm taking action to pay the least amount of money that I have to pay on my capital gains. That's another thing. That goes for the traditional stock market too, like investing traditionally, like the New York Stock Exchange. I'm taking steps that I pay the least amount of taxes when I cash out with capital gains. Last year, everything was a learning curve and I needed it. But I also had a lot of write-offs this year and I made little money because of what happened. So it all worked in my favor and I'm still waiting for my tax refund. Hard to believe. I was supposed to have it on the 29th. Still not here. May 29th. So make sure you have your money working for you. And if you have money just sitting in a safe or on your mattress or wherever the hell you have it, the dollar, it's losing value and you're not getting an interest on it. Your money's not working for you. That's not a security blanket. That's not a solid security blanket. It might take you out of the moment, but what about tomorrow? Literally tomorrow. What's that money going to do for you if it's not working for you while you hodl it? I guess hodl, right? I've met a couple of friends who are very serious and we banter back and forth. And a friend of mine, a new friend of mine, because we have an interest in investing, gave me a great tip. And I did the research this morning and I transferred $100 to my Fidelity account because when it settles tomorrow, hopefully, I'm buying as many as I can for that $100. When I looked today, it was for 13 cents. I could be an early investor and not need $10,000 to be a credited investor. I did the research. Gut feeling feels right. It's an app, partially an app, and I'm going to use it. It's very new, it's futuristic. I'm getting in early. If you want to learn about it, after I buy it tomorrow, I'm hoping tomorrow my money settles. I'll be adding it. I'll be adding it to, I hope you can hear me. Something just went crazy. I'm not sure if my battery or something's dead. I'll be adding that to the webpage that if you go to MyIncomeJob.com, invest the stock market, click on that webpage. If you want access to the stocks I invest in, I do charge a small fee for all my hard work and research. One fee, forever access. People who bought into this 6 months ago, they always have access to that webpage. Every time I update it, they have future access. I'm going to add an amazing stock, 13 cents this morning. I'm buying whatever I can for $100. That's what I can do this week. A lot of small baby steps adds up to a lot. This is a chance of a lifetime. Everything's evolving into digital, crypto, apps. The dollar is going away. You're going to have less. Or always, always for every dime, give your time for money. Yeah, give your time for money. You don't want to do that all the time. So I'm really happy I waited, because when I left that office, I said, I can't believe this woman just said that to me. And not out of anger, out of, why haven't you reached out yet? I gave you my email. She's going to miss this incredible opportunity, and she's going to say those words over and over and over again. Get away from people like that. It's too much work. Life's such a struggle. Are you just making it like all of us? I mean, she actually said that. Are you struggling? You know, you're struggling just making it like all of us? I was like, no. Felt great. It felt real good. Yeah, I still got to be careful and I'm working at it, but I know what my future is right around the corner, and I'm ready and I'm eager, and I'm going to take that advice that my stock market friend that I met, that I've given him, and he gave me a solid today. Yeah, out of the blue texted me, "Hey, Michelle, check this out." Oh, I will. And I did. Yesterday he did that. I did the research. I said, great finds. Thank you. I will. Waiting for my money to settle. Thank you so much. People helping people. So I hope you found this video interesting. It's easier to go live. Oh, and by the way, I know I give their impression that I'm struggling. I have tape on my car. I get an occasional haircut. I color my own hair. From an outsider looking in and who don't really know me, say, she's a working class diff. She just works for people. She'll just always be making ends meet. Far from it. And I'm confidently saying that. Life experience will wake you up. And I'm grateful I woke up. I didn't plan on what happened in the past couple of years happening to me. But I always worked on my online business in the background because I enjoyed it. It was a hobby that turned into income. And now it's turning into a thriving business. The faster I could dish out content, the more money I make every day. And the faster I'll make it, the faster I'll earn it. All right, I'll see you in the next video clip. Guess what this working class person's going to be doing now? I'm going to do a few more deliveries and go home, and I'm going to be working on my business. This is my lifestyle until I wake up one day and go, I don't have to do that anymore. I could just work on my business now. Steady income. I already worked a few hours today and thinking, and I took a break. And what did I do? I wrote content, because producing quality content to upload to your profitable websites takes time and energy. But anything I create now will generate me income for decades to come. I'll see you in the next video clip, and I'm going to give a shout out to a restaurant. I took a break. I had the two best beef empanadas I ever had. Taco Tuesdays, I walked up, they told me a 45-minute wait. They assumed I was getting the Taco Tuesday special. I went, I'm here for those amazing empanadas, the beef empanadas you have. He said 10 minutes, and I loved it. It was great. I sat on the water. Even when it's gray and rainy out, I still love the water. I love the view of the ocean, the water. No matter whether it's sunny, gray, rainy, I just love it. All right, guys. So if you're ever in Freeport, Long Island, go to Taco Tuesdays. They got great food. And Tuesdays, I believe, as of now, 3 tacos for $10. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Thanks for joining in. Bye, guys. Visit the link in the description below. Sign up to use the Get Upside app.